we have been promised here that John will become the president of the country. That is possible. Because you must not think that is empty rhetoric. They did it. Right from the inception, when we lost power, the EFF voted with the DA. But the leader today is a great revolutionary, a friend of Traoré, from Burkina Faso, a great revolutionary, Julius Malema. He says that he doesn't want the DA and EFF and Freedom Front Plus, but when it's convenient for him, he votes with them. And when I engaged him and he said I must go and talk that nonsense far away from him. from the onset, I said, but revolution and this ideology, DA says, go and talk that nonsense far away from me. We will vote with the DA. In doing what? To punish the ANC. And you don't ask a question. What is the beef with the ANC? That is God. We don't have a beef with the EFF. We are not at war with them. We understand them perfectly as an opposition. EFF is not an enemy. Is an opponent of the ANC. Right? Our strategy and tactics is very clear in defining what is the enemy. It says our opponents in politics and in parliamentary environment must not be misconstrued to be enemies of the revolution. Right? The strategy and tactics goes further to define what is the enemy. We differed when we said the enemy, it is white monopoly capital. And then we said it cannot be that the ANC have such definition in its vocabulary or in its strategy and tactics. We said capital, it is not the enemy of the ANC. That is why we said it is unity and struggle of the opposites. It's there in the strategy and tactics. So we don't just verbose words. We are guided by the strategy and tactics. Other political parties just verbose things as and when they feel like. But we are guided by the strategy and tactics that tells us how do we define our opponents. They are opponents. They are coming our way. They are participating in a democracy. But the enemy finds its expression in different forms today. It's very difficult. It's not like apartheid where the enemy was clear. It's on the other side. Today, you could be asking me a question and you are deep in the belly of the enemy and espousing ideas of the enemy, embedded with the ideas of the enemy to destroy the African National Congress. We are alive to that. And we are forever vigilant about that. That's why we are not threatened by opponents. Opponents, we defeat them politically. And that is why it is our work and how we govern and our believability, Matleng, that is going to win us back votes, back into power. People want to believe. That's why when we negotiated with parties, they said to us, hey, you can't be trusted. You are duped by the ANC. Can you repeat that today? You said that about Mashaba, that those ANC people are crooks. They've crooked you and all of that. We went till the final end. Today you're quiet about it. But it's South Africa. You said the ANC is duping you to vote for the what is this? For the framework. Those are crooks. Mdu is a crook. Look at him. Does he look like a crook? I mean, and this one. They don't look like crooks. And then a liberation movement like us today cannot be believed. When we get into discussions with political parties, we engage with them with honesty. And when we agreed in the negotiations that no, we don't want VAT increase, they didn't only buy our story, we went to include it in the framework that I've explained. And then we went ahead. And then they said, no, you are duped. Because for them, it was politically. And they insulted Herman Mashaba. Mashaba doesn't agree with us in many ways. I mean, we just had a joint press conference the following day. He's telling us about Palapa. So now you come and accuse us about the DA and say that, no, the DA, why this marriage? We're not in a marriage. You can bring anybody. Do you think Mashaba is going to stop that Palapala thing if he comes into the executive? He's not. Do you think Malema will stop his motion of no confidence if we bring him into the GNU. He's not. He could actually be the West. He could be the one who can fast track our demise, actually. He's too dangerous because so it's not straight. So when we deal with the DA, we deal with clear thing. Sidila nento esibonayo imigulukudu esijongileyo siyayibona ukuthi lento ifuna uyakuphi. Don't come to us. You know, Zuma used to say, when you come with me, Yandos, I come with me, Yandos. You know, that's what he used to say in Parliament. And dark and diving questions in Parliament, not answering them. I come with me, Yandos. But that was a very sophisticated way of ducking questions as a president, in running away from answering questions. And then he says, me, Yandos, I come with me, Yandos. I mean, then you ask about John Block. John Block is out. He was invited. Give the man peace, man. He served a lot and he's still facing cases. The fact that he served as a chairperson of the ANC, everybody was invited there. And obviously, you know that his membership is not in good standing because of the challenges that he's basically facing. The ANC constitution applies to him. So he was not invited for any other thing other than to celebrate history of everyone who led the ANC. One day, maybe Zuma will be invited. You'll be shocked to the ANC, and you'll still ask that question. So John was invited by the province, and that was just that moment. We are going to have a GNU meeting with all parties in the GNU to reset the party. How should we work? And how do we want to arrange it? These shenanigans that have been happening, ministers doing as they wish in the GNU, others ducking out of the country, going to the United States and all of that, ministers doing what they do. South Africans are looking at the executive. They don't look at political parties. Fine and good, you've got your members who are in the executive. And let me explain to you. This road is going to be very tough going forward. And I'm concluding now. I'm not going to answer the question of Peter Mkaba. You can ask it at a later stage. We have conferences that are running there. I've just spoken to Thabang Makwetla as the leader of the deployees to intervene in that situation. Should he fail, it means we will come ourselves. But we are not going to do that. But we'll never allow the ANC to be run like before, where people do as they wish. They must intervene as the leadership, sort out whatever challenges that are there on the ground as the deployees and resolve them. That's what is important for us. GNU, we're going to reset the pattern, and then we're going to have a meeting of the GNU, and then we're going to discuss how we want to work going forward. We've got a clearinghouse. We're sitting here, a minister is taken to court on a policy matter by a partner in the GNU, okay? There are many other things that we need to clarify in terms of this GNU. Have we finished the year as the GNU? No, we have not. Yeah, it means we are again. So that is why it feels like we have finished many years. We have not finished a year. So we need to look at that. Clearinghouse, is it working? How do we deal with issues?